The seaside town of Southport, England, is known for its quaint charm and family-friendly atmosphere. But on a sunny afternoon last summer, this tranquility was shattered by an act of unspeakable violence. A Taylor Swift-themed dance class, filled with young girls excited to celebrate the start of summer vacation, became the scene of a horrific mass stabbing. The first day of freedom quickly transformed into a nightmare as a young man, later identified as 19-year-old Axel Rudakubana, entered the dance studio armed with a knife. Chaos erupted as screams pierced the air, the music stopped, and the bright studio lights suddenly felt cold and menacing. Parents waiting outside for their daughters could only listen in horror as the sounds of terror unfolded within. The attack sent shockwaves through the community and across the nation. It was a stark reminder that even in seemingly peaceful places, darkness can lurk, and innocence is no shield against the darkest impulses of humanity. The small coastal town, known for its annual air show and Victorian architecture, now found itself at the epicenter of a national tragedy. As ambulances and police cars rushed to the scene, a sense of disbelief hung heavy in the air. The idyllic image of Southport, a place where children played freely and families strolled along the pier, was forever tainted by the violence that had unfolded within the walls of that dance studio. The attack left 3 young girls dead, their lives tragically cut short. They were daughters, friends, classmates, each with dreams and aspirations that would never be realized. Their families were left to grapple with the unimaginable grief of losing a child in such a senseless and brutal manner. Among the victims was 10-year-old Lily, remembered for her infectious laughter and love for dancing. Her best friend, 11-year-old Chloe, known for her bright smile and kind heart, also perished in the attack. The oldest victim, 12-year-old Emily, was a talented artist who dreamed of one day designing costumes for the theater. The attack also left several other young girls injured, some with life-altering physical and emotional scars. The trauma they endured will forever mark their lives, a constant reminder of the day their childhood innocence was stolen. The physical wounds may heal, but the emotional scars run deep, a testament to the enduring impact of such a senseless tragedy. The community rallied around the victims' families, offering support and solace during this time of unimaginable grief. Candlelight vigils were held, and memorials sprung up outside the dance studio, adorned with flowers, cards, and teddy bears, a poignant reminder of the young lives lost. The outpouring of love and support, while providing a small measure of comfort, could not erase the pain and emptiness left behind. In the chaotic aftermath of the attack, misinformation spread like wildfire on social media. False rumors circulated, fueled by fear and prejudice, claiming the attacker was a Muslim migrant who had recently arrived illegally in the country. These baseless claims, shared and amplified on various platforms, quickly gained traction, igniting a wave of anger and unrest. The false narrative tapped into existing societal tensions and prejudices, creating a volatile environment ripe for exploitation. Extremist groups seized upon the tragedy, using the fabricated story to incite hatred and violence against minority communities. Calls for revenge echoed online, further inflaming the situation. The misinformation led to days of rioting across the United Kingdom. Fueled by anger and fueled by lies, mobs took to the streets, targeting police, mosques, and hotels housing asylum seekers. The violence left a trail of destruction in its wake, further dividing communities and deepening existing social fractures. The riots served as a stark reminder of the dangerous power of misinformation in the digital age. The speed and reach of social media platforms, while offering opportunities for connection and information sharing, can also be weaponized to spread lies, incite hatred, and fuel violence with devastating consequences. Nearly a year after the horrific attack, Axel Rudakubana appeared at Liverpool Crown Court. The trial was set to begin, with the prosecution prepared to present evidence of his premeditated plan to target the dance class. However, before the jury selection could even commence, Rudakubana entered a guilty plea on all counts of murder and attempted murder. The courtroom, filled with the families of the victims, journalists, and members of the public, was heavy with emotion. Some gasped, others wept silently, as the weight of his admission sunk in. The guilty plea, while sparing the families the ordeal of a lengthy trial, did little to ease their pain or answer the lingering questions surrounding his motives. The judge, acknowledging the profound impact of the crime, described it as an act of pure evil that has left an indelible scar on the community and the nation. He commended the victims' families for their extraordinary strength and resilience in the face of unimaginable loss. Sentencing for Ruta Cubana was adjourned, with the judge promising a life sentence given the gravity of the crimes. The guilty plea marked a significant moment in the long and painful journey for justice. While nothing can bring back the young lives lost or erase the trauma suffered, it offered a small measure of closure and accountability for the horrific act that shattered a community and left a nation reeling.